Welcome to the first episode of Single Old Guy Living. I started today with, my normal routine. I get up pretty early, generally, like a lot of old guys. And, I think 4:30, 5 o'clock. And did my devotionals. I sit down, generally do my devotionals, and then tie that back to scripture in the Bible. And that was about 35, 40 minutes. And then got ready and went to the gym. And I got to the gym before 6 o'clock. A lot of folks were there already. And just worked out for about an hour or so, maybe a little bit more than that. And I'm back home and plan on making a little bit of breakfast. Generally, I make breakfast. I cook some sort of breakfast. I don't eat cereal. Not sure why that is. I guess it's because I can and I've got the time to do it. And so generally I make a little breakfast. Today I'm going to make something very simple. Breakfast is one of the easiest meals to make for someone single. Dinner's a little bit more difficult. Cooking for one, and lunch isn't too bad either. Kind of like breakfast, you can make a sandwich or something like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you a little bit about what I generally eat in the morning, and go from there. So I'm gonna make a little bit of oatmeal, and this is really, it's just something good to have after a workout. I make mine with milk, and you have to be very careful. I've got the stove on high medium, and you have to be careful that the milk doesn't boil over. Milk will, once it starts boiling, it goes crazy. So, but I like to make it with milk. Gives me a little bit of protein, and then the oatmeal gives me a little bit of the carbs that I need in the morning. And those are kind of slow burning carbs too, so it's a good meal in the morning. You can have some carbs in the morning, and so that's what I do. So I've added the oats to the milk, and it's starting to boil. And I generally use the slow cook oatmeal. I just like it better. This will cook for about 5 minutes, and then I'll start adding a few of the ingredients that I like with my oatmeal. So I like my oatmeal a little bit thicker than most. Just has a better consistency for me. And one thing I didn't mention is that I like to put a little bit of vanilla in the while I'm cooking the oatmeal. While it's cooking, I just put a little bit of vanilla in there, and it really gives it a really nice taste, and of course the smell is incredible. So I add just a few ingredients to my oatmeal. About a half a teaspoon of brown sugar, and it's important to I always keep the brown sugar in the freezer. Keeps it from clumping up too much, and so that's a good way to keep your brown sugar. Add a little cinnamon. I like some cinnamon with my oatmeal, and then generally I'll have like blueberries or walnuts. Today I've got some walnuts, so I'm going to put on there. Give it a little extra crunch and texture. And of course, walnuts are good for you as well. So I like to add walnuts or blueberries or something that's relatively healthy. I'm not a big health nut, but I try. And that's really about it. It's nice, a nice single man's breakfast. So, bon appetit.